Nine in everything. My father looked at my results and started crying like a cartoon character. I was so happy. The only thing that I didn't get nine was in account because my mother had already introduced me to poetry, account poems. And because of that, whenever I went to class, I took PE seriously. And so through my secondary school, I realized that the poems that I was telling, it was the same thing as the rap music that had emerged from Europe and America. And so I would juxtapose my poems and the literature that I had learned, Chaucer, Shakespeare, and all that, to what Shabarangs is doing, and realize that this particular thing that I will. So now I had found my talent. I had found my talent. Then I started paying attention to what is this thing that has given me a voice now. So because of this rap thing, now the girls no longer tell me, hey, Kwame is here, go and buy yogurt for us. They were paying attention to me. So I had not just found my voice, I had also found my confidence and my identity. At least there's one thing in life that I am good at. That's what my big brother was saying, that find that one thing that you are good at, because if you can exhibit your uniqueness in that space with a certain level of professionalism, you can stand out in the maze. Thank you. So this is in 1992, and I met my friend Okyeame Kwame. So I'm on my journey to becoming a businessman. I met my friend Okyeame Kwame. He had also written some stuff. He was about 16 at that time, and he had written a book called Rents Don't Marry. A small book. I said, how do you know about marriage? He was so intelligent. He had traveled the world. He could write. He could do things. He was very crafty with his hands. So we put our resources together. And this time, hip-hop music was the jam, and everyone was catching the fever. So when Shabaran sneezed in New York, I caught a cold in Kumasi. So we are rapping, and I remember that we would take our demos to rich men, and they would say, I didn't think I'm on top of but because I knew that this was the one thing that gave me voice, I was not about to go and mimic or ape what Kwabianchi is doing, because Kwabianchi had done that and had become successful already. So I'll spend another 3 years of my life learning and honing this talent and making sure that I'm the best at it. So at this time, people in Kumasi who were rapping with me, Lord Kenya, he was my classmate at secondary school, actually, we're in the same class. Swazibi, Sasi Park, most of the hip life artists that came out from Kumasi, we were rapping together. And I'm telling you, at that time, my name used to be Whiskey. It was impossible to beat me in a rap competition, because I had about 10 years on. As a 15-year-old, I had been doing this for 10 years and doing it consistently for every day, honing my voice, finding my space in the rap market. Thanks. So when we had the opportunity in 96, someone decided to put money in us. I gave it my all, and our first album came out. It was a big hit. So Reggie had released his album in 96, and then in 97, Okyeame came out. Now before we become Okyeame, we realized that people didn't like rap music. They were very skeptical about it. So what would we do to find a way to draw from the ethos of the culture and the tradition so that people will pay attention to what we are doing? So we went to the palace and we took a name that represented what people have respect for. So this is in the same vein when you are trying to establish your business. After you have found your talent and you have differentiated yourself from your competition, you need a nomenclature, you need a name that will set you apart from what your competition is doing. So we became Okyeame.